Welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, we are going to see how drop duplicate function works in PySpark. So why do we use a drop duplicate function? So it is used to remove duplicate rows. We are also removing the duplicate rows based on the distinct function. But the one difference between duplicate rows on distinct is that distinct we are going to apply on a single column, but drop duplicates we can apply on the multiple columns. We can see in detail in this video. uh, you can say in this exercise. So what we are going to do in this exercise, here we are just importing all the required libraries. Here we are creating a list variable and storing the addresses of the CSV file which we are going to read with the help of this custom schema. We are creating this custom schema with a struct field and a struct type and the struct field. We are creating 6 columns and its data type in this custom schema. This custom schema we are going to use during the reading of the CSV file with the help of a spark.read.csv. So these are the 6 columns which we have defined in this custom schema. With the help of a spark.read.csv file, we are reading the CSV files which present in this list. Here we have defined the list variable which has all the CSV file address. We are also saying that this CSV file which we are reading has a header, and we are just saying that read the CSV file with the custom schema which we have providing the value in the custom parameter, and the custom schema where we have defined here. Once this data frame gets created after reading the CSV file, what we are going to do, we will see how this drop duplicate function will going to work. So here what we are seeing on the top of this data frame which we have created based on the reading of the CSV file, we are just duplicating all the records based on the AP name and the gender. So suppose there are 100 columns are there, but here what we are just doing, we are just removing the duplicate value based on the AP name and the AP gender. Rest of the 98 columns it will not going to take care. But if you want to also wants to do take care of include all the columns, so we need to put all the columns names here, or just do drop duplicates. It will pick whatever the default value it will going to take in the drop duplicates. By default it will take all the columns, but here we are defining just implement drop duplicates based on the AP gender. And here once this data frame gets created based on this duplicate function, we are displaying we are displaying this data frame with the help of the display function. Till here, creating the list variable, creating the custom schema, and reading the CSV file to create the data frame, we have done multiple times in my previous video. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. In this exercise, I am going to copy the code till here, and I will show you how this drop duplicate function works in Databricks. So let's go to the Databricks. Let's create a new notebook. Drop duplicate. Let's copy all the required code to save time. Otherwise, this video will become very long. Let's run it. All the required libraries has been imported successfully in this notebook. This custom schema has been created successfully. We have defined a list variable which has addresses of the CSV file which we are going to read. Let's create the data frame by reading this CSV file with the help of a spark.read.csv. Let's see the content. Okay, we have to just copy this one. We can see there are 10 rows. Let's put all. Let's see how this drop duplicate function works. On top of that, let's call drop duplicates. Run it. Display this data frame. See, it has a 5 records because what we have done, we have created, we have read two CSV file. Both CSV file has the same data. So if you see the CSV, the data frame which is generated based on the CSV file, it has 10 records. But when we have just used drop duplicate, so it will drop duplicates based on the all the columns which is present in this data frame. So two records are there for each row here. That's why with the help of a drop duplicate, each row gets eliminated, and here only 5 records are there. So let's see how drop duplicate works based on the column name which we have provided at the time of using drop duplicate function. So what we are doing, we are just dropping the duplicate based on the gender and salary. So what is the syntax? How we can write pass the column name in the drop duplicate function. Drop duplicate. So the syntax is in the drop duplicate function. We are going to put the bigger bracket and put the column name on which we want the duplicate value. Drop duplicate function going to be applied, and AP salary. Let's run it. Now on top of this data frame, we have applied drop duplicate based on these two columns. So drop duplicate is going to apply based on these two columns. Other columns will not going to be participated in this drop duplicate function. So let's see the content of this data frame. We can see we have a 5 records because AP gender and salary. We can see female and 5,000, female and 10,000. This female, these two records, no, this one and this one. For this value, there must be 2 records, and after applying the drop duplicates based on the gender and salary, now it is getting the duplicate row automatically getting removed. So in this way, we have seen that how we can use drop duplicate functions in PySpark. We only need to take care is we need to provide the column names on which you want to drop duplicates to be applied. If you don't, if you are not going to put any column name here, so what the Spark will going to do, it will remove all the columns, duplicate columns of all the columns which is present in this data frame. These things we need to take care. Let's go to the PPT. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.